Wood Turners. I'm Captain Eddie Castle and welcome to my shop. Sure feels good being back in here. Really does. Quickly, I sent a little thing out on Facebook the other day and it showed the hands. And it said, be careful, take care. Don't hurt them, don't lose them, whatever. I caught a little flack because I didn't talk about safety glasses. When I'm turning wood, I'm wearing my safety glasses. I got them. I picked these up at Sam's. And you can go in with your prescription from your regular honest to goodness doctor and get a good deal on them at that place. And some other discount centers too. Can't say what the other ones are, I don't go there. But you can get the safety glasses. It's important to protect the vital parts. The rings and the watches, that's nice blitz, nice glitter, but you don't need them to turn wood. So take them off, put them in your pocket, and be thankful for it the next time it almost happens. But I want to talk to you about some other stuff. You know what you got to do then, right? Right. Gotta watch. Now, to catch you back up on business, 2 days ago, yesterday, I get confused. We got the lathe running again. The fine people at One Way Lathe took care of me. Sent a controller back. And this is what you get when you deal with a full-time professional dealer. Sent the controller back to get rebuilt, reworked, and done. All done. Ran into a few problems with wiring. Called him. Guy stayed on the phone until we got it running again. We found a few other problems. We're going to remedy all those. I'm not going to get that from the 1-800 number at Blue's distributing company. Nope, I'm going to get it from One Way Lathe Company because that's what they do. Family business, great. All right, got to talk about some other things. Coming up, I didn't make it to the Tennessee Association of Wood Turners. Doctors thing. All right. SWAT. I talk about SWAT every year, and I want to give you a chance at this. SWAT is the Southwest Association of Turners. It's not the thing with Shamal Brown more on TV shooting people and all. It's wood turners, clubs, banded together, and they meet in Waco, Texas. Yeah, they meet down by the farmhouse, down by the range, and have a shootout. They have all these people come. I mean, people like Stuart Batty, Keith Gottschall, George Hatfield, Dan Tilden, Craig Zimmerman, Alan and Lauren Zenich. They're all going to be there this year. It's the last weekend in August. I believe it's last weekend. It's August 24th, 25th, and 26th. It's in Waco. Look up SWAT, S-W-A-T, Wood Turners on your Google, and you'll find them. And you can get your hotel reservations now, and you better. There's a Hilton connected. There's a Marriott across the street. It's a football town. It's hundreds of hotels. All great deals, especially if you're old. You want a deal. That's where you got to go. Now, other things. Who spread the rumor that I'm dead? Who did it? Who started that? We're not dead. Management and I are still here. We're still selling cutters and templates and bars and all the other stuff. That's what we do. Why do we do it? To help you, the wood turner. And the other thing is, we do it cheaper than anybody else on the planet. Boom. That's it. So we're still here. I'm still working with a new turner. Really nice guy. Teaching them tips and hints. And that's helping me look at things that you and I should be talking about. So this really is a rub-off. If I can work with him and get something going, I can work with you and get something else going. You see how that works? I hope you do. All right. In a couple of weeks, I'm going to show you some wedding rings. I'm going to get some kits, and I got to remember to do that tonight. Get some kits from one of the major wholesalers. Get out my sizing gauge and see what size these meatballs are. And get the right size ring and all. Now, I won't wear a ring in the shop. Management likes me to wear one if we go out someplace. You know, matches a Rolex. I got to have a Rolex. But, yeah, it's just a project you can turn. And if you're looking to make some money at craft shows and all that, this might be one way you want to travel. We'll talk about that when we get there. All right? And let's see what else we got. Oh, I got the guy that wrote me a letter that said, please do not get as naked as Farm Girl and Exo Man does on YouTube. I will not. As long as you subscribe to my channel right now. There's a subscribe button on that screen. Go to that button and subscribe. Right now, I will keep my... Otherwise, these clothes are coming off. You don't want this. You don't want this. You want to subscribe. I mean it. In a minute, I want to explain that piece we were turning the other day. Remember what I said about subscribing, right? All right. Don't make me come after you. A couple of days ago, we fired up the lathe. And we were reshaping a piece that I had on here before. And we reshaped the bottom a little bit and put a divot in it that would give me the true center. And that's when I shaped it, the true center. But I had a couple of requests from the guys that I'm working with about what is this and why is it like this? That's a great idea, but what is it? It's a turned piece in the middle of turning. Why is it like this? Because I need to hold it. Before we hold it, and we held it, we did it, we spun it. As you can see, it rolled. All right, now, isn't that wonderful when you push a button and the thing goes? Love it, oh, I love it. Thank you, one way. This is that fiber reinforced tape made for packing packages and other stuff. Get it in a roll. No magic to it except it's strong, strong, strong. And before you ask me what it is, where do I get it? There it is. It's 3/4 inch wide. I buy it at Home Depot or Office Depot, one of those joints. All right, I put this on 4 years ago, before I had my tumor. This is on the block. What is it? Now, I turn this lid, and I put the scalloping in here with Lathe-Zilla. And we're firing up Lathe-Zilla. You see that thing? Lathe-Zilla cuts those teeth on a pattern, and they put it down in there. Now, I was just looking last night. I didn't do anything in the bottom of it, but I used a nice bird's eye maple around the top. When I was in a cabinet shop years ago, they told us to throw this away because it was blemed. Oh, what they know now. All right, but this tape peels off. Now get this, it's been on there 4 years, and it peels right off. Oh, a little bit of hassle here. Let me get zoom back out on this. Okay, but it will peel off. And it's leaving a little bit of residue. And that's going to clean with a little bit of alcohol in a little bit of alcohol, because this has got a basic finish on it. But I'm going to clean all this up. And when I want to put the foot on it, I'll be able to turn a foot on the jaws. And or Faceplate or Lathe-Zilla or any place else. And I'll be able to fit that foot underneath here. Let me see if I can give you a little visual of it. This tape still sticks to everything, including me. Wow, I love this stuff. Put that there. Nifty how to put that little hole in the lathe for that. Now, if I have a base, the base will be just like that. You got it? See what I'm talking about? That's what I'm going to do when I turn it all out. Then I have a finial that fit in here that's got the sockets that'll fit in the top with a spire on it. And I want to turn the spire and show you how to draw those out using some of Cindy Drose's math. Cindy Drose is a lady turner from Colorado, a real artist in her own right. And she does wonderful work. And she's great for teaching those kind of details. I mean, just awesome. Bring it to your club and get it done. Hold on a minute. I got to answer the phone. I moved the camera so you got a better view of what we have going on. This is a faceplate. It's something I turned in the shop out of a piece of mahogany. I got some mahogany handrails that were 4 inches by 8 inches thick, 10 foot long, from an old shopping center. Really work. I picked them up. People said, that's junk. You can't use that. Turns great for making pieces. Don't throw it away. I turned a spigot on it that just would fit right onto. Alright, you got me? You following along? Now, what is the blue stuff? Blue stuff is magic tape number 4. This is just that regular painter's dry tape. And I put a wrap or two around it when I had it made. Why? I don't want to beat up those cogs. I don't want to round them off or burn them up or tear them up or anything else. If I slide those onto the piece with the tape on it, you see the little indents it makes? Those little indents are where the jaws get you in there. You see them? That's where the piece is touched. Now that's going to keep it from spinning and help it get a little more stability when I spin it. And I always had that reference center. See the bottom of the little reference center? Always had that reference center so I can bring a tailstock up to clean it up. Now after we started all this, I realized I want to go back and redress that piece on the bottom. You can see the marks on it right there. I don't want those marks to be there, and I want to sand that out and polish it out. So I'll go back and return this. And when I said return, first thing management said was, who are you going to return it to? No, I'm not going to return it to anybody. I'm going to return it. Oh, wait, that's what it sounds like, huh? All right. No, I'm not going to do... What I'm going to do is turn it again. Maybe that's a better way to put it, all right? But I'm going to put it back on the faceplate again. Now, how do I get this? This is being held in my number 2 profile jaws. That's all there is to it. It's a faceplate. It's a block of wood. See, it's pretty mahogany. And it will work. It's soft enough to be conditioned and soft enough to move. And that's what you look for. But it's also strong enough. We took a faceplate that was strong enough and soft enough. Both ways. Let's talk about faceplates. I won't make one out of number 2 yellow pine that you get for building houses. Why? Because it's wide grained and it will pop. And when you start changing the compressions of wood, they tend to move. You've opened it up, they tend to migrate and move a little bit, and they'll pop. So I didn't use pine. I wouldn't use pine. I would use ash. I would use mahogany. I would use, if I had to, I'd use walnut. But I have to. But I've got other woods up here too, maples and some nice loplolly white pine, which is finer grain, and they work really well for faceplates too. Here's the deal: if you get into where you've got some wood that you make faceplates out of, make a handful of them, and all you have to do is look at what size is this in the back, and that's key. And I cheat. I really do cheat, and I do this a lot. But I have this gizmo here. Now there's my faceplate. You've seen it. How big would that be? Well, this is my faceplate gauge. You see that piece on the back right there? The length of that? See how they matched the width? That's the perfect size to grab with my stronghold chucks. Now that's the grab on the outside, and if I made a divot, it would be the size of the smaller one to open into. These are simple, and I catch out from this. This is corian. Corian. And I got it from one of my friends, had a plant. He was an apprentice with me years ago. And he made countertops. And I cleaned up his shop, got the scraps. This is out of a rip. Not even big enough to make an ink pen out of. But I cut it because it doesn't move. It won't change shape. It's easy to find. And if I had orange, it'd be orange. And I sunk a couple of rare earth magnets into it so I can take it over and stick it on the side of the lathe and it'll stay there. Unlike a lot of other things around the shop that get moved around. And folks, no wives' tales, nothing else. It's been a long 3.5 years since I've been in the shop making inks and having fun. Really a long time. I've been out here earlier today doing this, but I took a fall walking up here yesterday. Yeah, walking on flat ground, okay. I really thought I hurt my leg bad. I sprung my finger. I had my hand on a garbage can and it sprung it when it did. So we're going to let it rest before we mess around anything too much. But we're going to get into retruing this, shaping it up, putting it back on, building a little foot for it, and a couple other things we can do on lightweight turning. But they all involve tips and tricks and hints, and they're all for you. And the other day I did that one on the Live Center, that YouTube about using the Live Center. Where did it go? It was just here, just looking at it. How can that happen? It's right there. Boy, old sucks. Okay, but it beats the alternative. This is a soft touch. You see this? It's a piece of that mahogany I was talking about. And I turned it, and then I put a 3/4 10 tap into it and rounded it out and threaded it. And this will fit onto my live center and give me what I call a soft touch. And I refer to it sometimes in my videos as I got a soft touch up against this so that I can bring the center up and make contact with the piece and not put a lot of marks on it. Now, I'm going to do this so you can understand what I'm talking about. Stand by for movement. Standing by. Okay, let's get down right. Gotta get the right spot. There it is. Okay, you got your C-sec from this, but that's the live center. My drift pin for the live center. And that's how that one-way stronghold threads on there, that soft touch. That keeps the spur of the center from touching the piece. So if I want to bring this up against the bottom of this bowl and not have it mark, that's where it would be. And then when I cut there, you're not in the right spot again. Move you again. Hope you don't get dizzy on me. I hit the on and off switch. Okay, you see how I brought that up? Now I can push on that divot, that little spot, and I can push against the base of it. And then if I came in here with a tool to do some cutting, pretend tool, to do some cutting, and I cut here, I wouldn't be touching metal. I'd be touching wood. And then clean this up and reshape it, tighten up the drum a little bit. It's a nifty, nifty idea that you should have. Make a few of them. They're going to be on the tips list shortly. I call it a soft touch. Now, let's wrap this up. With all that in mind, and we're going to keep going back to these things, my goal is to help you, the beginning turner, understand this thing, how it works, and how you can make tools, gizmos, gadgets, and other things on your dollar and save from giving it away. Make it a much more enjoyable thing. This is all for instant gratification. You go out and you shop, you turn something, you want to be happy about it. You want to give it away, or maybe you're thinking, pardon me, about selling it. Well, step one, you got to make it economically. Step two, to do that, you got to save money. Step three, to save money, you don't spend money. That's 3 steps at all, really one step, huh? Yep, it is. I'm out to help you do that. All you got to do is stay tuned and I'll be here. If you haven't, subscribe. Remember I told you before, I will come looking for you if you don't. You have to be careful. I might come looking for your lunch. I'm Captain Eddie Castellan. I'm in a shop and I am making shavings. You take care. Be good.